We got my man David Richard Bill. We up? Oh. Championship week, baby. Championship week. Boy. Got the crew in here. TJ, OP, J, Wes, my dog. Everybody in here this week. It's championship week. We're going to have to go back a little bit first. And so I know we don't want to, but the damn debacle this weekend, at Texas A&M. We're going to call it a debacle. Yeah.
The worst case scenario type thing.
I mean, my God. We had, it's been a wonderful year. And I'm not taking anything away from
but that was the one.
The staff and all that. But even they're going to admit this shit now. They let some shit slip through their fingers. And, in a year when you got all this overachievement is what I'm going to call it right now. A year ahead is what I'm going to call it right now because, we didn't expect these guys to be right here and getting ready to go to Atlanta and compete with Georgia for the SEC championship.
Not at all.
You know what I'm saying? And so, kudos for that. But my God, we're just going to go all into it. My God, what happened this past weekend,
That one hurt more than Florida State.
That one hurt more than anything because we were rolling. And when that was the only thing that I was concerned about. But you know what fucked me up even more though about the whole thing, real shit? Y'all gonna know when I say it? The defense.
Oh, man.
Oh, Lord. The defense. Y'all know how much I love Matt House? Y'all know how much I love Perk Dawg?
Matt House did not show up.
Y'all know how much I love Jay Ward and the boys and all them boys and Ali Gay and the boys. You know how much I love them boys.
We can't put that on Matt. We can't put that on Matt House though.
Who? Who?
We can, but the players got to execute too.
Man, it's Matt House. It's Matt House too, and it's the players too.
Everybody.
Hell
Whole
yes,
defense.
all of them.
The whole unit.
I mean, that's what I was most shocked about. What is going off out there?
Somebody call alarm.
If it ain't mine, we'll be all right though. They bring the police. That's what's going on. Listen, we got them Rugers on hand in here, so don't worry about it. Hey, look, Matt House, man. And I mean, them guys ain't tackle. They didn't do the things we used to see them do. Them guys were sitting around waiting for the other guys to make tackles. I was so disappointed, man. And you're right, to an extent. You're right. Them guys ain't tackle. And Matt House can't tackle too.
Yeah.
You're right. He got to put him in a situation. But you, as a coach, though, you got to get that shit out of him. Yeah. And especially in that situation where you in this thing, you go and tell you win this damn game against Texas A&M. Now you go on up here to Atlanta. Who knows?
Right.
Who knows?
That's what it really came down to.
Who knows?
Running and tackling.
Nah, you may have an opportunity. You in the playoffs? Year one? That's what I'm saying when I talk about you let it slip through your fingers.
The first two-loss team in the playoffs.
That's what I'm saying. Because you go ahead and beat Georgia, you in that thing. I don't give a damn if you the third seed or wherever you at. You in that thing. And now it ain't no telling what happened. So for them guys to come out like flat as they were, bro, unfocused, it's at the defense. I thought if anybody who came out there would have been offensive, but they actually came out
kind of
bussing like they usually were. And then they faltered late. But, I mean, man, that defense laying the egg the way it did really surprised me. What you think? What you thought, TJ?
They ain't show up. The boys just ain't show up and play. But one thing about it is they always bounce back after a loss. Every time they've lost this season, they've bounced back with a little chip on their shoulder. So I think that the loss, it humbled them a little bit. So as a program, as a staff, coaching staff, everybody, they needed that experience. So now next year and in the future years when you know, like if you see it, Brian Kelly third year will have to go back to Texas A&M. So he'll know this second go round that look, we going into Kyle Field. They gonna play us their hardest. Every time we gonna play them at the end of the season, they gonna play us the hardest. So you gotta know, no matter who you beat, next year we play Bama, Florida, Texas A&M in the same month. So we gonna have, and we play Bama away. So we gonna have to be ready for that in November to play Texas A&M fully, not show up.
The only part about that shit I'm with you on, TJ, is when you say they learn from it. You can learn from it because you can learn from all that. I think it was more of a big learning experience for the coaches, right? And the fact that you pointed out, Stu, you got new coaches coming together. BK ain't nowhere near from down here. Clear. Let's be clear about that. He learning. And so you now in the toughest conference in America.
Got to play every week.
Motherfucking right. And that was my point, what I was about to say. Because you played Big Bad Bama, you beat him. You felt that brunt, right? You saw the old misses, you felt that brunt. Oh, we prepared us and that. You go into what you should know with A&M as this ain't a 4-7 ball club. Anytime, I don't care who you are, how much talent you have, if you lose your top 3 quarterbacks, you're going to suffer.
Right.
You're going to suffer, period. You're not going to have a good year. But you know the talent that's on there, and you know what is driving that team over there going into this game. So you should have had them guards up and them bullets and ready and a hell of a speech and had these boys focused, locked and loaded, ready to go for this one especially. You know what I'm saying? So I think they learned from it. Now you saw that. Okay, we can't take no team in the SEC light. At no point, I don't care what their records are. You learned that last week. Now you about to go learn another one.
But see, it could have happened Arkansas on the
they
road
would've learned that
again.
from Arkansas.
They should have.
You see what I'm saying?
But Arkansas record wasn't A&M's record.
Right.
No.
They looked at Arkansas with still some respectability. Like, these boys could run the ball down our throat type shit.
They could beat us.
You understand? They could beat us. They ain't had the same respect for A&M. Why? I don't know. But they didn't. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, they should have learned it in that week. But we ain't learned that shit in that week. You could tell, man, we talked about it off air, about how them cats came out, how they was moving around. You talk about the social media stuff that was going on before the game, just the tweeting and the overzealousness. You know what I'm saying? Overconfidence. You know what I'm saying?
Focus.
Yeah, lack of focus. Let's just get this dub and move on to Atlanta. Shit like that. Like, no. And you have inexperienced guys on that side, too. To their defense, they young kids. They ain't used to this hype. They won't expect. I don't care what you say. You may know what you have in the room, but these guys ain't expect to be playing for SEC championship either. You know what I'm saying? Not in the first year. Not saying they have big confidence, whatever.
Especially
but
after week 1.
Yeah, especially. So the overzealousness, like you pointed out, and the overconfidence just killed this dog.
But I think I saw something that said, Brian Kelly said that the players knew that they were 10-point favorites in the game. Like, before the game, they knew they was 10-point favorites. So they looked at that, they got comfortable. They felt like,
man,
okay.
I'm sure them guys know every time they underdogs or if they favorite. That ain't nothing new. These guys got NIL deals.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They know about the money yet. They know about the money. You think they peoples in their family don't be betting and doing all that? Come on, man. They knew every time they played, they knew if they were favorites or what they were.
See, if I was Perk cousin, I'd be like, Perk, now I need them 2.5 sacks now.
You feel me? Like, that's been
been
going on. I just hope that the thing that I like and that I'm looking forward to seeing is how you guys regroup from it, because if you ain't fucking focused this weekend, I mean, I ain't even worried about if they not focused or not. You're going up against the number 1 team in the country, baby. And I'm talking about they are the number 1 team in the country. Like
them,
yeah.
And everybody
else. They are the number 1 team in the country. And Georgia remind me of the old Bama. And I mean Kirby, so we understand.
It remind me of the old LSU.
What old LSU?
Like
we still here, baby.
I know, but I'm saying like them early 2000s defenses where they was just running around.
See, that's why
knocking heads, just nasty, mean.
He got some gangsters over there. Kirby Smart got some gangsters, and he recruited them just like he recruited them at Bama. That's why I compared them to Bama, because that's where I seen them build that machine with Saban, and they look the same, man. They look the same. You hear me? They look the same as Alabama, but even more depth over there for Kirby.
He ain't take no transfers.
And I'm going to tell you, Kirby got a damn system offensively that them guys know. The quarterback's smart as hell. That's a smart quarterback they got over there because he going to take. And them damn tight end, listen.
That tight end, they tight end you right now.
Whoa. All of them. So it's going to be a great, great test, though. But I'm looking forward. Like I told you before we even lost the A&M, I stack our starters up against anybody. You know what I'm saying? Big Jaquelin Ward been playing well. Big Wingo been playing well. Them guys been playing well. I don't know what the hell happened last week.
J-Roy had a good game.
Who?
J-Roy.
That's why I know Jack was balling.
That was probably his best game.
Him and Wingo were balling. All them boys was balling. Those two D linemen, balling. The rest of them missing tackles like hell. Baskerville never seen him miss that many tackles. The perk dog, I don't know what my perk dog was at. He wasn't there. I need you to come back this week for me, perk. Come on, baby. I know I give you one. I just first one I seen you a freshman. We all get one. I need you to come back to me this week. Jay Ward, I need you to be Jay Ward. You broke up a couple passes. I need you to be the intimidator that you are, baby. That's what I need, man. Baskerville, I need you to be that short tackler, baby. Get them lined up and let's go. Let's get back to doing our job defensively with the great Matt House. Goodness gracious. What else we got?
You saw,
what them highlights is you got up there?
Oh, I got some.
We're not going to show too much of you highlight, dog.
No, I got some Georgia.
I don't want no depression. I want all upbeat positivity going into this week here for the Tigers. For real.
Can't take too many positives away from this then.
It's true. But it's okay. We're going to recap it real quick with the Tigers, man. We're just going to give them a mulligan for that one. You know, give them a little grace. We're going to give them a little grace.
A grace day.
Let's give him a little. Today's a grace day. We're going to give him a little. Even my man B.J. Ojolari ain't played well, bro. He went in there, missed that tackle. Went in there. See, they was trying too hard at one point. Mm-hmm. Once they seen, oh, Lord, these boy about to whoop us.
They could play.
They could play. They all started thinking about everybody else's job. Mm-hmm. And that's what the hell happened, man. And that's why when the coaches say, just do your job. Just do your job. What y'all been doing for the last 4-5 weeks, y'all job. That's everybody. It. BJ, you weren't worried about going over there and getting this person, getting that person. You was worried about taking that step down, making sure you had outside contain. And when he come back, head on the side, on his play side, and you folding up, making a tackle. You'll do that a couple times. We off the field, baby. Do your job. That's what Jaquelin Ward and Wingo was doing throughout the whole game. Them boys that played real hard, real hard. My hat's off to them. We got to get back doing our job defensively.
Well, good thing we got Jarg coming back too, because Jarg Bernard Converse. I think that was a big loss.
That was a big loss.
Because Jay had to play outside corner.
It's a big loss.
You did say it. She did say it.
And I said for a long time.
You did say that. Okay, we're giving you flowers now. Goodness
gracious. You see how she come behind her little tape.
You said it.
I saw it.
It is.
Watch a little film.
Hey, you said it. And let's see, though. Let's see when he get back. But look, we're gonna talk about the Jayden Daniels situation when we get going. But we got injured QB too now. Y'all know we got an injured QB going up against Georgia.
Man, he finna be a man in a pool of sharks. Like, them boys coming. That Georgia D-line coming.
That's why I say Georgia is like old LSU, because they just come at you in all kind of waves. It's just a bunch of dudes that you never even heard of.
Everybody athletic. The DB's athletic.
And it's just like, who is that?
Linebacker is good.
It sound like the old Alabama to me.
Yeah. George Pickens, in Rose's defense, George Pickens said that practicing at Georgia was harder than NFL because it's just so much talent. And that's like how he said, like, the machine of Bama.
It is,
like,
bro.
Bama, every day you going against NFL niggas. Every day.
The best. That's why I knew these two young tackles LSU had will get better over the course of the year. How can you not get better going up against Ali Gay, B.J. Ojolari, the Perk Dog, Mason Smith, all y'all competing against each other every day? There's no way you can't. You know how you don't? If you don't.
Yep.
if they wasn't playing 100%.
But if every year you bringing in number one at their respective position, whether it's DB, running, whatever position it is, and you got to see that every way. You know who benefits that? You know what I mean? Like you. That's why when people be talking about the SEC and talking about, all you gotta do is watch the draft, dog, and watch the people that succeed in the NFL. Like where they coming from. Not saying other companies produce one or two guys here and there, but just look at it as a whole, bruh. You compete against the best at your practice.
Every day.
How crazy is that?
You got to go from class and tutoring to facing the number one dude.
The number one pick in the draft.
That's what I'm saying. Like, think about if you a DB or you a wide receiver at LSU over the last few years who been going up against each other. These Jordan Jefferson and Jamar Chase, you've been going up against
Derek Stingley.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I was going to say. The 2019 team, you
that's
had
what I'm
18.
saying. The kid,
Dale
Dale
Pitt.
Pitt. You've been going up against monsters that you hear every day now.
Every day.
How can you not get better? If you're Jamar Chase, once you get there and see what you facing, how can you be like, man,
I seen this every day.
In practice,
and
man.
when Jamar and them got here, they had Greedy on the
Greedy,
roster.
right?
Like, they was going up against.
That's what I'm saying.
animals.
They going up against guys that they're going to see at the next level already. You practicing against that shit every day. You working your technique against that every day. There's nothing you won't go against. You want long and slim? Here we go. You want long and that's strong? Here you go. You want short, quick? That's gonna make you move your legs? Here you go. This is it's real. It's the reason why you have top-notch receivers and top-notch DBs coming out the same program. Like, for real. Look at LSU over the years with it. And other schools too, like Ohio State. Schools like that. Like they going up against the best.
Ohio State,
yeah, they're
right now with receivers.
wide receivers and DBs too.
But Brian Hartline is their receiver coach.
He's a monster. One of the best receivers ever.
Yes.
And I mean that.
Oh, I know.
Roll the footage right quick. I only need a couple of them.
John Emery had a good game.
Yeah, that was the positive from the game.
That's the positive from the game. John Emery, he needed that game.
I think John Emery needs to be featured in this offense.
Listen, man.
That's just me.
I don't.
Too many fumbles?
Man.
Yeah, like that's the thing.
Listen.
That's what make it hard to put, like, how do you want to play John in this
We
game
all
Saturday?
know.
But his lows are very low.
We all know the talent. That's all I'm saying. But I'm not about to just hand you the shit now. Cause I think Noah Kane is deserving.
Yeah.
I think Josh Williams is deserving. When they touch the ball and when they get on the field, they do their thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't think you put any of them. Now, of course, John Emery is an exceptional talent. He's an NFL back. I think they all are. Him more so than the others, just because of his talent. But I give, like, in the same situation now, I think about giving it to John Emery. I think about giving it to Noah Kane. I think about giving it to Josh Williams also, because I think I'm going to get – and I honestly, I think, in just my opinion, I think they're a little bit more dependable than he is when it comes to picking up the blitzes.
I mean, he showed a little bit better pass protection last week.
Yes, he has. He's gotten better 100%. And I think that's why you're seeing him more on the field is because he's getting better in the pass protection. Mm-hmm. But them other two I'm talking about, them boys pass protect.
I just think he gives you this, like that home run from the running back position.
I think they all could give it to you.
But it's about reliability too. Yeah. Like
I think they all could give you that what you just saw, the explosiveness, getting through the hole. Josh can get through the hole.
Josh is like a downhill
well.
back. Yeah, they looking
you
to
see
make
multiple tacklers have to tackle him.
And I think they get better. Like Noah Kane, he's like one of those guys that get better as the game goes on. You know what I'm saying? Like he'll bust you for 5, 6.
I agree.
Then 7, 8, and then it's
I agree.
30,
10.
70.
Yeah.
Like,
I agree. Totally agree.
Mm-hmm. But I think they should keep mixing it up like they are right now. Like how they do
I wouldn't
Saturday.
be mad if he got like more snaps. I wouldn't be mad if, like he got a little bit more snaps. I do think that he's talented enough too. It's just the dependability factor for me. And for me with him also is he has to understand when it's over, man. Like, you got to understand, like, if 4 cats got your leg, you can't be doing all this shit with the football. Put it down.
This was a nice play by Jada.
Fold it up.
Had a cat blitz. Running back got beat.
Still kept his eyes down.
Beautiful.
I like that. I can't be mad at that.
Beautiful. I don't think offensively. I don't think he
didn't
played
play
terrible.
bad.
Yeah, no, I don't think he played terrible. I think he put himself in harm's way too much in this game.
It's like you gotta have these balls.
You gotta catch that.
Kyron Lacey's responsible for 2.
He has to catch
third
that.
Down. One in
He
the
had
beginning.
money on the game. That boy right there.
He bet the 10 point for A&M.
He had money on the game right there. I mean, what are you doing, Lacey, baby? Come on now. We
you
need
now.
that.
Yeah, you see BK telling him we got you now, but
We need
we're
that.
gonna come
But
back
he
to
did
you.
that
But you
twice,
gotta catch
like,
the damn
in
ball.
the beginning of the game, we was driving to, and then boom.
Look at them
O-line
freshmen.
played well.
Look at them freshman tackles just holding.
O-line played well.
That was a touchdown.
That was a
but
That was not a touchdown. He should have held the
should've
ball
had the
all the
ball,
way
though,
through.
yeah.
I have no idea why he put that ball on the ground. I fought him. That's Jure, right?
Yeah, I see
Yeah.
what
I
you're
fought
saying.
him.
Oh yeah,
That's a touchdown if he holds it. Yes.
Like-
Because his left foot's down. Once he cradles the ball, right
Right there.
here, his left foot's down. Or
Yeah.
right foot, one of them. One of his foot are down while he has the football. The problem is I have no earthly idea
how you dropped
how
it.
because that's a catch. He
And he
has
still
the ball
had the
secure.
ball. He still had
yes,
it.
he
And he
has
Got
it.
it secure right
He
here.
had it in his right hand. So
It looked like
how
his
did
leg
he just?
kind of like
I don't give
rubbed
a
it.
shit what happened.
But you gotta hold that.
All he got to do is that's the
coulda
catch.
put
That's
us
the
back
right
in the
foot. It's the right foot down.
You gotta roll with that one. You gotta.
Like I have no idea why they
You gotta
can't
go to
catch
your
the
back
ball.
and hold on to that.
I have no idea why they
I
can't
don't know
catch
why
the
you
ball.
do that. I don't know.
Cause
And Jada was looking to throw, so that
no,
was
he
good.
didn't. This kid didn't play well, man. He didn't play bad. He just put himself in harm's way too
yeah,
much
like
after
that.
this.
Like that. Can't do that. We can't have that.
I mean,
Especially against Georgia.
In
Them
Georgia,
dudes
they
too
go. I mean, they
fast.
go.
He's gonna die.
Them boys is big. Them boys is big.
Wait. Rose say he's gonna die.
He's gonna die
I just-
if he takes any of these hits from the Georgia Bulldogs
Bring in us.
defense, he's not gonna survive that football game. And the fact that he's already gonna be banged up and going into it not 100%, and you saw when he took off after the injury. I think this might have been here.
Yeah.
He's still moving.
But
He's
it
still
ain't as
moving.
fast.
Nah,
Yeah, he
nah.
like- he like,
and he got to decide to go down faster on the slide.
But I
as
think
well.
he be trying to get that little.
You don't need
get
it.
That favoritism.
We don't need that extra.
No, you
yard,
don't
bro.
need it. You don't need
We
it.
don't need
you
that.
don't need the 15 yards.
This
Nah,
was a
this
good
was
play by
crazy.
him. That
No,
was
he
a
should have
great
got
play.
down here. This is one of the ones I'm talking about. Like you can't. Those blows aren't going to be that soft.
Against Georgia. for
Those
sure.
aren't going to be that
No,
soft.
they're
They're going to be
knocking
hitting the
your head
rib
off.
cages.
Yeah.
See, looking. Nothing open.
Okay.
Let's get out.
But step out of
Stay out of bounds. Beautiful. That's what he needs to do.
every time.
See, he'll be if he's able to just move that well, we'll be all right. See, but this is what I'm talking about. No,
But that's scary.
You gotta
this
get
is the
That's
problem.
scary.
That right there, you're not coming back.
Yeah.
You're not coming
Right
back.
here.
Once you miss that one, throw it away.
Bop.
Yep, I was
That
about
next
to say,
one.
right
Bop.
there,
Or
throw
go
it.
down. You know, that's going to be a problem, man. We can't have this in harm's way. Right here, you got to get down. And I understand his feet is what he's banked on, but no. And now the coaches are going to have to, it's going to be a game plan by Dem Brock. This is another one. This was another one. This is another one.
Yeah, nah.
Throw it away.
And that's
Throw
how
it
he hurt
away
his
in this
ankle.
situation, man. Throw it away in this situation right here. This situation, you go outside. I understand we losing. You're trying to bring us back, but live to fight another day.
Yeah.
I mean, once this happened, you knew.
Yep,
Like you
that's-
pointed out, it was a
that
chance
was
to
it
go
right
up
there.
double, and that just changed the whole momentum of the game.
That was it.
And now watch the hole that was left for John and Murray.
Everybody says it. It's just
Look at the
clear as
hole.
day.
Oh,
Like,
That's giving you
bruh.
7.
Yeah, but go back. That's not his read.
It
I know
should've
you
been.
pointed out, but the quarterback's read on this, everything with this look,
is the end man on the line of scrimmage, and he
everything with this look says keep.
crashed. Yep,
Ooh, and then look at him come from the back.
he crashed.
Everything with this run says keep. Now we also don't know if all RPOs are actually RPOs.
Yeah,
You
you're
know what I
right.
mean?
This might have been straight up run.
Yeah.
Could have been.
It looked like it was because you watch Mason Taylor.
It's
That's what
kind
they give
of
away.
like he knew he
Watch
was.
Mason Taylor block. It wasn't a pass at all. This was a run, complete run.
But you guys are correct. If he hands it off, he hitting his head on the goal.
But I see why he didn't
Yeah,
hand it
you
off
can
because,
understand
100%.
it. Yeah,
because
you
the
can
DN
understand it.
they teach you if the DN crash, you keep. That's a keep. DN
That's who
crash,
he's
it's a
reading.
keep.
That's what I'm telling you. That's who he's reading.
But the
and the
linebacker-
thing about this is, question: if you have 100% hurt Jayden Daniels on this play, what happens?
Oh, he probably outruns the linebacker to the outside. And it's a first down or a touchdown.
Does he fumble?
No.
Right.
He was thinking about that ankle. Because you could see the way he
no push. He couldn't push.
Yeah, the way he tackled him, even he was like, oh, shit. This ain't good.
Turning point of the game.
Yes.
Turning point. Good play by that kid. Turning point of the game. Here.
They even got the sky view of this shit. See, that was the view that gave it away.
Mm-hmm.
It was just attributing 3-4 bodies to Jayden Daniels on the read keep, which is smart by them.
Well, Jayden Daniels wasn't gonna beat him with his legs. Come for that. So we ain't gotta show no more of that. We're gonna charge that up, huh?
I got defense.
Oh God! If you
I
want
kinda
just a
wanna see
couple,
it.
go ahead. This is the first time I never want to see defense. Look at my dog Perk down there at the end like he ready. Not.
See, like
Michael.
overrun.
Like, come on,
Like
man.
trying
And
too
then
hard.
look, Perk. Then right, like. Literally, you're the only one that could not miss. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you come around that wide.
And that blitz was for you. That blitz was for
It was
him
for you to make the
Did you see
play.
how fast Perk was running though?
Ooh,
Yeah,
nice.
I saw it. That was the only one that gave me life throughout the whole game. That one right there, Perk. Appreciate you for that one. But it was two. Not enough. Not enough. Not enough.
Not enough at all.
Goodness gracious.
And they was just killing us.
This was a problem. Because this kid here
and you know
is
what?
fast.
That's the same play.
What's his name?
That's the
A
same
chain.
A-chain.
A-chain.
That's the same
Dog.
play. Ole Miss.
Look at
runs.
Alligator, dog. Step down way too deep. The outside leverage you. You're not gonna catch him. It's over with.
Linebacker too.
2-3-2 sling. He all up in the line of scrimmage. Nobody's playing their keys.
Like, I mean, right here.
This is so disturbing.
That just that little step inside.
It's over with.
Now it's over.
It's over with.
Out leverage. This dude
He
too
caught all
fast.
three of
Track
them.
star.
Jaquaylin.
Shout out
All
to
of 'em.
Joe Fuchsia for making the tackle because that was
Yeah,
supposed to
boy,
go 80.
listen, that boy's so fast.
Like,
I mean, he is so fast.
but this is what I'm saying. He don't look fast because he just like,
He's smooth, but dog, he look
smooth.
fast too, Wes. I ain't lying. He look fast too. He look fast too.
Jay Ward.
First down.
Yeah, still first.
That's what we're going to need this weekend, Jay Ward, baby. That's what we're going to need this weekend. Alligator, you got to come in there with a little bit more thump than that. You coming up at your chest high and just looking.
Yeah.
Come
against
on
a
now.
Freshman,
Come
you
on
gotta-
now. We
you
need
supposed to knock his
that
block
pressure.
off.
Let's go. That's what we're going to need this weekend. Wigman, we needed to put more pressure on Wigman, though.
Yeah.
See, this is what I'm saying right here. They out the speed, man. The speed. The
His
speed.
cutback. Oh.
Look how he did my dog Perk. Oh, no. This was the one. I said, oh, no. He did Perk like that. I know it's a problem. This kid's a problem. You talking about he don't look like he moving. Lord, I know. Look how he did my dog Perk.
He is moving.
He moving, bro. But we couldn't tackle, man. We couldn't tackle the kid.
That's what
Even
it
when it was
was.
3rd and 4, they handing it off. He getting 9 yards.
Like
You know, it was a problem.
penetration
Same
from
here.
the defensive tackle, missed tackle, touchdown.
This tackle, that was BJ right there.
Nah, that was
And if y'all, if
great,
y'all think
Joe
he gave
Fuchsia.
them a problem, Georgia running backs finna give them
Ooh.
have a field day.
Well, this is the one thing you know, and I don't want to see no more of that, Stu. We good. The one thing you know is a copycat lead, dog. You think you're not gonna see zone reads from Georgia? You think you're not gonna see a hat on a hat and them trying to get down here like you just pointed out running? They got a deeper stable than A&M.
Bro.
This boy just ran for almost 2,000 yards on us. Goodness gracious. I would have never thought we would go into the game and give up over 200 yards rushing. The kid, he is a good back.
But I didn't
But,
think he
but
was that
my
good.
God, you trying to tell me I got Perk, J. Roy, Big Wingo, Big Allie Gay,
All these dogs.
and the boy go for 200? No, hell no.
They weren't ready to play.
They go for over 200 against Georgia. We're going to get ran out the building.
Yeah.
Because Georgia is not just going to – if they get that thing running, you're going to see play action passes. You're going to see the whole gambit from the tight. You know, they love them tight ends. It's on and popping with the tight ends. So, man.
I got some Georgia up there, too. You want to see
Put some Georgia up there. Hell yeah. We're going to flip right into this thing. This is a problem.
Both they running back.
And then facing, oh, Lord, this boy here go home. Like, that's the other thing. Stetson. What's the boy's name?
Stetson.
That boy got that Western name. He be slinging it, too. I'm talking about, you know who he remind me of, but better? Baker Mayfield. He remind me of, but a smarter, more intelligent. And when I say that, I don't mean IQ. I mean just taking chances with the football. There you go. That's the way to bail me out, dog.
More decisive.
He make better decisions. That's the thing with this kid. He makes better decisions. And the other thing with the kid is the kid play with a chip on the shoulder every time he get on the field. Every single time. I don't care who you playing.
Look at that throw.
Man, the boy's a monster.
Ooh.
And their best receiver he looked like the last pick on the playground.
Oh, that's gonna be all day. If LSU not prepared for nothing, they better be prepared
Bro.
for that play.
Yeah,
right there.
Looks like the last pick on the playground.
He come out there mismatched socks, but a monster.
Oh, look at this.
This the big tight end here.
Washington.
This
this is
a problem.
Hobble over him.
Yeah, but look, man, we used to these boys like this. You know, they got some talent, but we used. Look at this big dirty out here blocking.
That's what I'm talking about. This
Lord have mercy. Look at him. Look.
No.
He's a problem.
You catch him on the playground,
you ain't picking him.
Who is that?
Hunter Hemsley looking like he about to play in the movies or something.
Who brought their friend out here to
who brought their homeboy out here?
Look at the
that's from
Boosie
out
guy.
of town. That's what I'm saying. See, man, this is what I'm saying. It's dangerous, right? When you have guys, just think about what you pointing out though. You pointing out a receiver. How many big time offers you think he got? We don't know. Not many. That's what I'm saying. He didn't have many.
Oh my God.
That's what I'm saying. He didn't have many. Then you look at the quarterback, right?
Walk on.
He didn't have many, right?
He left Georgia and went back
Didn't
to
have
Georgia.
many. Them boys all play with a chip. Oh Lord, they all play with a chip on their shoulder. And we're gonna have to.
That running back's crazy.
Now they cold.
That's
We're gonna have to. We're gonna have to play the same way, and we are.
Nice.
Look at this, boy. 6 on 6 again, huh?
Think about his offers in high school were Georgia, Army, Bucknell, Furman, and Georgia Southern.
Wow. And look at him.
Them boy play with a chip on their shoulder. And, you know, the other thing, you always got to have that kind of respect for your opponent, man, where you go out and put your best foot forward. So the other part about this is Georgia saw the film from last week against A&M. Georgia knows what happened. They knew that LSU took A&M lightly. Not to say that the outcome would have been different if they had started out fast or whatever, because we don't know. But it would have been a better game. We know that. So Georgia's going to be the same way. They're going to be heavy favorites. You know what I'm saying? And what Kirby Smart, that was a hell of a damn pick. Goodness gracious.
Jesus.
My God, son. Oh, no, that boy turned the other different way and located the ball.
Oh my
Woo!
God, this dude done.
See, this is the game that frightens me, because we know how we felt about Tennessee, and to see how they just dismantled Tennessee, boy. You see that number 97 they got on that D-line?
Is that Stackhouse?
I guess
Lord
it's been
Jesus
good. We ain't
Christ.
seen none of the football team on campus this week. They've been locked in.
That's good.
They will want to be.
They need to be locked in this week. They need to be locked in this week. But let me say this, and I'm going to say it just like I did before we lost and laid that damn egg and had that debacle against Texas A&M. I put our starters up against any starters in the country. Yep. And for that reason alone, I think we got a chance. I think these boys are going to be way more locked in, way more focused than they were last week. It's shit. You don't have no damn choice, right? Like, what the hell?
They want to survive.
Hey, if you don't want to get hurt, this that game, you get hurt, baby. You show up wrong or go out there pussyfooting around and half stepping.
They gonna make you regret it real quick.
Hey, this big boy football this weekend, you know. So
them boys gonna be ready though. They gonna be ready.
No, they're going to be ready. The Tigers going to be ready. We're going to be ready to rock and roll. We're going to get a prediction. We come back. We're going to be back. We're going to take us a short little break. Come back. What we got coming back, Jay?
We got some hot topics.
Hot topics coming back. Shit, we'll be back on Hoo Hoo Hoo. Where my dog is at. We'll be back. Quick break.
Interact. Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys is ready to go to work for you. Come meet your team.
I'm
I'm your intake specialist. I coordinate your case and connect you with your attorney and paralegal.
That's us, your legal team.
Here you go.
Thanks. And we'll fight to get you every dollar you deserve.
I'm your settlements and disbursement manager, and I'm here to get you paid on time.
I'm attorney Gordon McKernan. Put our team to work today. Just call us. Get it done.
So shit, if he's gonna come out and do that every time, well now come back and backtrack and try to call Jimbo, you know that I talked to Jimbo personally about this, and their friendship was a friendship that was more professional. Yeah, you know what I mean? Professional. Not we gonna spend time in the off season and with our families and all that bullshit. It was, you know, very professional. You coach for me, we learn from each other, that type of thing. We know each other's bullshit also. I know your bullshit, you know mine. So why would you bring that up? You know what I mean? Why would you open up that can when now they gonna dig into your shit? So now they gonna dig into all the bullshit. Guys could come out that's disgruntled with you, could come out and say all kind of bullshit. Guys that you just offered that bag to that didn't take it and went somewhere else and took the other bag, now they could come out and say, you know what I mean? It's just all that shit. So why not keep all that in house? And coach just chimed in on that. Lane Kiffin chimed in too. Lane Kiffin was like, Lane Kiffin said his mouth was still wide open. It was 7 o'clock and he's still looking at the television. And the press conference was at damn 1 o'clock in the afternoon. You know what I mean? So all those coaches chimed in because they were surprised at what happened with Coach Saban saying that. Because if you think about Coach Saban, everything that he does is very calculated, and it's to move the needle in his direction, in his favor. So I don't know if what his motive was. I would love for him to let us know what that was, or to come out so we can find out. I don't know what his motive was, but whatever his motive was, it was definitely something that he planned, in my opinion, just from playing for him and knowing him as you know, friends. Hot topics, dog.
How you feeling?
Hot topics. Let's get into that right now. What we talking about right now is, you know, myself. I played for Coach Jimbo Fisher, and I also played for Coach Nick Saban. At the twilight of my years at LSU, transferring from Coach Jerry DiNardo. And I've spoken about this a couple times. We got to turn the air up down in here, dog. Damn. I've seen Coach Saban, honestly, get into a few spats with coaches, with players. And the one person, honestly, and everybody knows Jimbo's my guy, but the one person that I've never seen back down is Jimbo Fisher, right? So for Coach Saban to go into the kind of rant that he did, but I think it was a very strategic, a very planned rant on his part. I don't know if the name calling part, I think somebody might have slipped him a Mickey or slipped him something before he got on that podium. Because for him to call out Jimbo and then call out Deion Sanders, which has put all his efforts into trying to revitalize the HBCU and trying to bring notoriety and some platform to those guys at the HBCU level, for him to call them guys, and especially for him to call them guys out after dog. Coach Saban been winning the damn recruiting war and the recruiting battles for years now. Do we really think that he's winning those without the under-the-table deals that's now on top of the table? I mean, it's college football. You've been dominating the sport recruiting-wise and coaching-wise for a while now. So my thing is, damn, you talk about parity and you want everybody to catch up. Well, parity is happening. You know what I mean? Parity is happening when it comes to the Texas A&Ms, the Clemsons, the Ole Miss, these teams that used to be in the middle of the pack, and now these teams are now stepping up to the plate because of NIL. And the question, and that's why I said when he was at this this meeting that he was having, it was for boosters. You know what I mean? It was how you talking about somebody else's money and you there begging for money. You there trying to get these people to, or you trying to let them know, listen, these guys, the reason why they took 4 of the top 8 guys that we were going after, and they are edge rushers and they are defensive players, It's because they got more money. It's because they offered these guys more money. Their NIL deals were better. So open up them textbooks and let me get this money. You know, whether it was that angle or the angle of trying to, like you said, get some kind of parity for the NCAA or the federal government, whoever the hell to come in and regulate what they're doing with the money. I say this, man, you better catch up.
In a wreck, Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys is ready to go to work for you. Come meet.
So well, I gotta tell you what happened. So, man, when they play that song, that fight song, man. You know, we only play that fight song in the fourth quarter and the start of the game. Well, it was a time where they were trying to rally us because we were getting our ass destroyed.
Yeah, it was 13-0 at halftime.
The band played the fight song in the second quarter.
Sure did.
Man,
they absolutely
that
did.
goddamn song got in my bones, and I started having a goddamn out-of-body experience. And I told Coach Saban was walking, and I told Coach Saban, Coach, I want to play. And he looked at me and said, "Wind a step behind the line."
The coach is the most important play in this whole thing with these guys because one is new offenses, then guys are younger, guys are coming from different systems, coming from different everywhere. So the one that's the other fact that's going to come into this, whoever picks this shit up the fastest, whoever picks this up
to where... It's an even playing field.
Yeah, 100%.
Even playing field because you talk about Miles Brennan having experience. He's had, 4 different coordinators in 4 years?
Yeah, but that helps him also.
Yeah, because that's just different terminology at that point. I've seen it all.
Yeah.
To bring back the Joe Brady one. That one worked. That one seemed to work.
Yeah, you adapt, man. You adapt to it. And Nussmeier, by him coming, his dad being a coach and coming from that pedigree and that background, this is also something that he should be comfortable with. I know he's young, but learning different terminology, concepts are basically the same.
It's just different verbiage.
Curl flat is curl flat. Goals is goals. You know what I mean? It's just different terminology. So that type of thing for them should get picked up pretty easily from Nussmeier, from all those guys. All those guys are smart guys. Miles, all those guys. They should pick that up pretty swiftly. But Nussmeier's advantage in this whole thing is, I mean, without a doubt, his legs. Without a doubt, his confidence. You know, without a doubt, his ability. And he actually reads defenses pretty good right now for the stage that he is in his young career. He picks up defenses and goes to the right place with the ball pretty good. His problem is getting them feet in line all the time or going there because he's so athletic. You know what I mean? So sometimes he just relies strictly on that quick twitch and getting that ball out, but he has to get his feet lined up. And also with him, he has to work on that accuracy as well.
We're all from different places and backgrounds. We've each experienced our own versions of life, but in the end, we're all on the same team. I'm part of that team, along with these players in purple and gold.
Kayshawn Buddha, Malik Neighbors, Miles Frazier,
Kyron Lacey,
Greg Brooks. Whether on the field or in the courtroom, your team matters.
So join our team.
Make a difference.
Bet. Let's get it done.
Do you suffer from chronic dehydration? Are you looking to improve your athletic performance and you need to get over and see our friends over at GoFlow IV? They're located on Jefferson Highway. Easy to find them online at GEAUXFlowIV.com. Make sure and use the promo code Jordy Collada Show. If you do, they'll take 15% off of your initial visit. Check them out online, GEAUXFlowIV.com.
Yeah, well, I think it starts here, and we have a good bit of people on this particular staff who are from Louisiana, who know and believe in our hearts that this place produces the best football players in the country, and I think the numbers speak for themselves. Per capita, produce the most NFL players, you know what I mean? So even from an analytical standpoint, it makes sense to take the kids from here because the chances of them playing in the league are higher than if they come from anywhere else. I think our brand is super powerful, so we will have to recruit at a national level, or there's really no reason that we shouldn't, you know what I mean? Because if we can get a top player from another state who can help us win a championship, then of course, right? But I think it starts right here in Louisiana and then right here in Baton Rouge. There's some really good players who are still available that are right here in Baton.
Shit, we already know where we're going. We're gonna get into the predictions later. We're getting the predictions later.
I don't know what my prediction gonna be.
Hot topics coming up. Brought to you by my main man, David Richards Builder. Tiger Dave, baby. Tiger Dave. Hey, Tiger Dave, I know he either on his way to Atlanta or he in Atlanta already. Cause that boy there gets after it, and I know how he loved them Tigers. So it's going shout out to my main man, one of the best builders, man. If not the best, one of the best. Some other people might tell me different, but he one of the best in the building. Big Tiger Dave, man. That David Richards Builders. Hot topics, Jay. What you got for us?
Did you see the? I know we saw it, but did you see that Odell got kicked off the plane
for sleeping?
Yeah.
Was he sleeping?
They said he was like unresponsive. Maybe he would just sleep hard.
Unresponsive.
Why
that means they tapped him or
but they
shake
said that
him?
he like wasn't like trying to put his seatbelt on.
Yeah, the plane was about to take off.
I didn't think
they
he
was trying to wake him
serious.
up to put his seatbelt on.
Why they just didn't put the seatbelt on?
And I think when they woke him
ain't nobody about to put no seatbelt on no grown person. What are you talking about? Why they ain't just put the seatbelt on him?
Well, okay.
If I'm on the airplane and the stewardess reach over and try to put my seatbelt on, we gonna have a problem.
I shouldn't have said it out loud because it was a thought in my head.
What you talking about?
Yeah,
so what happened?
They kicked him off the flight.
Because of what?
Because he wouldn't put.
He
his
wouldn't
seatbelt
abide by their
after that.
Because
okay, so he was on the plane. The plane was about to take off.
Yeah.
Was it they was going down the runway or like, cause like before, cause I done did that before, like been on the plane and I know that I'm gonna go to sleep before like everybody get on, and I get comfortable, put my seatbelt shit on, I go to sleep.
Yeah.
So he did that, but he ain't put a seatbelt on.
He ain't put a seatbelt on.
So before they started taxiing away from the runway, did they try to wake him up or get him to put a seatbelt on?
Yeah, that's what happened. They tried to wake him up. He wouldn't wake up, or he woke up.
Yes, what they say is that
he was like
that fearing that Mr. Beckham was seriously ill and that his condition would worsen on the 5-hour flight. The attendants called for the police and fire rescue because he wasn't responding to them trying to wake him up.
Sound like they saying they responded to what they thought was a dangerous situation with him not responding to them trying to wake him up.
Yes. I don't know why I feel like that wasn't the case.
That would it sound like. I'm not saying that's what it was. I'm saying that's what it sounded like.
We weren't there. That's just what the ESPN
that's what they
article
saying,
said.
but like,
because this is the thing. I've been on a flight where I was asleep before the shit went down, and they woke me up and be like, "Sir, you got to put your shit on." And I wake up, shit, whatever, and put my shit on. Them people say he was unresponsive.
Yeah, that's what I got from him.
I couldn't lie. I can't lie. I could see him being a little drunk, turned up, had a little drink in the airport. He probably sleeping
from partying or something.
And
okay.
Like sleep on
but the part that alarms me is when you say unresponsive.
That's what they say.
Right? Because now if you're unresponsive, I think the airline and all that, man, I don't know. I'm just going off of what I think it would be. That's the video. So it's like.
I got it up right here.
If he's unresponsive at the beginning and they may feel for his life or, something going on with him, then you say the people call the police and fire rescue or whatever?
Escorted out there.
They say he was silent after that, though. So
to me,
so how he look like he responsive here?
Yeah.
like very like.
Why is Odell not flying private? Like,
I mean, sometimes shit happens.
Yeah,
you know, shit. Maybe last minute flight gotta go. Whatever. All the private planes locked up.
I mean, he not playing with the team right now, so
he ain't saving that bread.
He
Shit,
taking all
private
his
flights
visits.
$40,000-$50,000.
He taking all his visits right now.
He taking.
He started today with the.
I mean, I don't understand. I guess I gotta find out a little bit more about that because the unresponsive part is the part that's alarming for me. And if they felt like he was in danger or if anybody else was in danger, we can't take off to go fly wherever we were going 5 hours away with him being unresponsive. We got to make sure he's good. So I don't know how it goes from that to, okay, you're no longer on the plane and you got to deplane unless they found something else that we don't know about. I'm not saying found something on him, but found out more information about what was going on, or I mean, I don't know. Did he say anything like after this?
That's
that
all
was
he
his
tweeted.
tweet. Never in my life have I experienced what just happened to me. I've seen it all.
Okay, well, you got to go more into it. I don't know what that means.
Well, in other Beckham news, where do you think he gonna go?
Go where?
He going
Play
on
football?
3 visits. He going on the first one today.
That's another hot topic.
He going on the first one today to the Giants. The Bills.
New York Giants.
The Bills on Monday.
He for them already, didn't he?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The finger catch, that was with the Giants?
Yes.
No. All right.
The Bills on Friday and the Cowboys
Bills.
on Monday. He going to the Cowboys.
Bills, Cowboys. Bills, Cowboys. He's not going to the Giants. He already been part of that experiment.
He's going to the Cowboys.
How are we, when we talk about him and doing this, are we talking about like is this a new contract?
Yeah, this is a new
This going to be a new contract?
This is
Oh, he's free.
He's finna get one. I
That's what he's gonna be.
think he's gonna get one from the Cowboys and Jerry Jones because
Jerry Jones loves.
Jerry Jones is being very vocal about it, and Jerry's a man.
If he could go back and have his kids for Odell, he would.
I think the Cowboys would be a smart spot.
Yeah, absolutely.
Playoff
That's
team.
the best.
You got other receivers that could take the weight.
Who the
off
other
of you.
ones?
CeeDee Lamb. They got
who the
Gallup.
other choices?
Oh,
The
Bills.
Bills.
The Bills
That's
wouldn't
the Bills
be.
a good
The
spot.
Bills wouldn't be bad. Josh
The
Allen.
Bills is cold blooded.
Diggs, Gabe Davis.
Hey, if the Bill, now let me say this.
Hey.
If he wants
That'd be crazy.
the best shot at a Super Bowl,
The Bills.
because I just don't believe in the Cowboys yet.
Never.
I just don't believe
Mike
in them.
McCarthy.
son
What
of
do
bitches.
you mean by that?
Y'all
That's
fold
facts.
every time. Y'all just
Mike McCarthy is
True.
the coach.
Jamel,
But
y'all get
I'm gonna
right
tell you,
there.
if you want to go over there where you got
But
great
Odell,
defense,
he-
great
he-
offense, and good coaching, you got that them gangsters out there wide out too, and that gangster Josh Allen. Whoo,
And they got James Cook. And they got
And
James
Josh
Cook.
be slinging
smoking
it.
dope. Woo-hoo. That damn, I'm gonna tell you now, that damn Josh Allen. I love you. Know how I feel about Dak. I love me some Dak. Now look at TJ, he breaking equipment.
Damn, bro.
I like me some Dak Prescott.
But-
You know, and if
Josh
Odell
Allen.
want to be close to the South, which I don't think he cares.
Nah, he don't.
You know, the boy. He's a bona fide star.
Yeah.
So he won't. You know, wherever the
And he been
limelight.
in New York before already.
Yeah, he been in New York.
So he'll do good in
I
Buffalo.
don't want to think
Where
about
is-
the possibility. of him
Now I
going
say
to
all
Dallas.
that.
Ron,
I
where
do.
does Buffalo play their home games at?
Orchard Park,
But where, like,
New Era Field,
but I'm saying where is that located?
New York.
Buffalo, New York.
Buffalo,
Orchard
New
Park.
York.
Orchard Park, though.
Oh, all right, I see.
Like it's
Yeah.
officially Orchard
So
Park.
he'll
Yeah.
be back in New York again.
Yeah.
He's not playing for.
I think it's
John,
all if he
that's
won't
like-
come down to that South, baby. Because the Cowboys have a good defense. The Cowboys have a good offense. The Cowboys does not have great coaching, though.
Jamil getting so mad at us right now.
For real.
She want Odell to the Cowboys so
Because
bad.
it's just like, to me, it just seems like, I know what y'all are saying and I agree with that, but like this could be like Odell's like legacy. Like he could leave like such a big legacy with the Cowboys.
Well, let me say this. Coming in at the
Like,
end of the
we
season
gonna
right
love
now,
that.
the way it is, he coming in to boost whoever he goes to.
Absolutely.
Wherever he go, it's like instant. You get 8 more points a game offensively. Defense get a little bit more rest. Like he changed the wavelength and the pattern of how the team is now trajected. You know what I'm saying? So if he go to, those would be my 2 top choices though. It'd be Dallas or the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah.
Both of them would be my 2 top choices because both of you have really good quarterbacks. I think.
You don't like Danny Dimes?
Who?
You don't like Danny Dimes?
Who the hell is that?
In New York.
Who?
The Giants.
Nah, hell nah. I'm not going to the Giants if I'm him. Hell no. I wouldn't even visit them. Honestly, I'm not going to the Giants. And I believe in Dayball. I do like Brian Dayball. That's the head coach, right? Brian. And I think they got some things going on, but they're not winning no Super Bowl. And if I'm Odell, I'm thinking strictly Super Bowl.
Yeah, he did win a Super Bowl last year.
Huh? That's all I'm thinking. Now I just want to be the 1 year Super Bowl man if I'm Odell. Every damn year I'm winning the Super Bowl. And that's either in Buffalo, and I just don't have no confidence in Dallas, but it's either Buffalo or Dallas. You know what I'm saying? I don't think
he might be that missing piece for Dallas.
He might be that missing piece, a missing piece for any team he goes to.
This is true.
Any team he goes to, he elevates them. That's what I'm saying. Wherever he goes, it's instant 7 more points a game. Yeah. It's instant offense, getting about 80 more yards a game. Like, he's that good of a player. He changes the shit just that easily. But anywhere he goes, can you imagine Odell paired with Stephon Diggs?
Oh, that would be crazy.
Were you fucking joking? But then can you imagine him paired with CeeDee Lamb?
Just pick your poison.
The way Lamb been balling? You know what I mean? Odell is nobody's number 2. He's a bona fide number 1 receiver every time he steps on the field. So whoever the other number 1 or consider number 1 is, you're 1A now.
He was number 1.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the attention he commands when he gets on the football field because of what he's done. And no hats off to him for what he's done on the football field. But then, you just got to come and see how healthy it is, how quickly he get rounds in the form and all the stuff we know you got to get into. 3 ACLs. But either one of those guys, both of them should go after him with everything they got. And I don't think anybody going to outbid Jerry Jones.
I was about to say, Jerry might pay him.
Jerry don't care, boy. Jerry going to give you stock for the rest of the year in the Cowboys.
I'll name Cowboy Stadium after you, Odell. I love
That's
it.
right.
We love you.
And he really will do
that.
that.
Yeah, he would.
It'd be Odell Beckham Stadium.
What do you want? That's what I'm telling you. I love that about Jerry Jones,
we could
bro.
be the Dallas Odells.
That's right. I love that about Jerry. Listen, Jerry Jones gonna get that boy stock in the Cowboys for the rest of his life.
Because he really do love Odell that much.
And I ain't even know all that. That's
he
crazy.
He loved Dez Bryant that much too.
He did love Dez Bryant.
And Michael Irvin.
About it, bruh.
He gonna tell you, you want 88 Odell? We'll take it right off his back.
We'll take it right off of his back.
You ain't gotta pay $1.
I'm not gonna lie,
because you know they be paying for numbers.
You gotta worry about nothing, buddy.
Or even 13.
What do you need?
Who is 13? Gallup?
Yeah.
Oh, that 13.
Listen, man. It don't matter what number he want. It don't matter who.
I don't think.
It don't matter who number he want. If he wants 4, it's over with.
It's over.
If he want 21, it's gone. For real.
He want 4. Dak, come on, we got a meeting.
Dak, come on in here. How do you feel about wearing 15 going back to your old college number?
Love it. Love it, coach. Love it, boss. Love it. Love it, Jerry.
As long as we get no deal.
As long as we get no deal. Oh, man. That's how it's going to be, though. Be interesting. So when is that decision supposed to be made?
I think they'll do it right before the playoffs. Like, we got what week over.
They got to do it this week.
They gonna make. They gonna. There's about 6. Each team got about 6 or 7 games left. So
what week is
6
it?
games. About 6 games left.
14.
So what is it? 18 weeks?
4 weeks left.
So
18.
So you got 4 more weeks to really.
Well, he got to get on the team and get a couple games in.
Yeah, probably 2. Probably. So
he
probably got 2 weeks.
So about this week.
Because if you think about how he did last year with the Rams. Straight playoffs, straight just boom, boom, boom. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure he went off.
Gotta get that body. Yeah, he did go off. Whew.
He went off.
That Super Bowl was his until he got hurt.
He went off.
He was gonna be MVP.
He went off. But we'll see. We'll keep the Odell watch going. What you got?
Oh, speaking of Jerry Jones. Okay, so this picture surfaced of him when he was like in high school in Little Rock, and they were like.
When he was in high school.
Yeah, and it was like
high school. Jerry Jones?
14 years old.
You in high school at 14?
They was letting the little girl in school in Arkansas. And like that was like the breaker of segregation in schools and all of that.
So what Jerry was doing?
Well, he was standing there, but they asked him in like a press conference, or not a press conference. He was just walking like paparazzi, and they asked him about it. And he was like, "I was just curious, like I was just there." And LeBron James spoke up about it, and he was
Hold on. Jerry Jones was
he finna put a picture up.
Photographed.
Yes.
in a protest to not allow black kids in an Arkansas school?
Yes.
That's what it was? Why was Jerry Jones able to curious? Because the mama them had to bring him up? Oh, he was in high school.
He was in school, so.
It was his school?
Yeah, it was his high school. That was the high school.
Oh, they were protesting not to let black kids in his high school.
So,
in Arkansas? Oh Lord, Jerry was at that. Jerry was on that bitch back then. Goodness gracious, Jerry ain't playing. That's why LeBron started fucking with the Cowboys.
LeBron was a Cowboys fan for a while. All right, so this is Jerry Jones at 14 years old.
This is a messy situation.
This got to be an old ass picture, dog.
Look.
Where he at? Oh, right there with the buzz cut.
In the middle.
That's him in the middle.
What'd he say? He was curious.
Yeah. But if you...
How they knew that was Jerry Jones? Like, who went to go look for
somebody
that?
went back.
Yearbook.
Somebody went back in the archives.
Of course. Put that back up there, though. Why you took it down
I'm
so
trying to
quick?
show you the
work for
whole
Cowboys?
context. I'm trying to show you the whole context of the picture.
Oh, okay.
So, if you see, there's some young African American
That look like
men
Jerry.
trying to get into the school.
Look
but
at
they
that
were
boy
blocking
right.
them.
Look, oh man, them protesters look
Dude
very
got us.
mean.
Wait, this dude
that boy
got us-
smoking a cigarette.
I was about
boy.
to say he's smoking a cigarette in high school.
Yeah, but you know
They used to do that back in
Yeah,
the day.
that was back in the day.
During the Greek.
Look
Dak
at all their
Prescott
face
just said
though.
something
This is
about
a very mean spirited picture.
They don't look like they trying to let nobody in there.
And so, oh yeah, this is the protest, man, that's been going on. And so, what was Jerry Jones? What when they asked Jerry about this? What Jerry say?
This surfaced on Twitter, and he said that when he was there, like he was just like curious, like he
Put it back up.
They said he was doing a vibe check.
They said
He was doing what? He was doing what?
A vibe
They said
check.
He was doing a vibe check because he said like he was just trying to like see the environment of the room.
It
They
low-key
said
do
didn't
look
know
like
what's
he was
going
trying
on.
to see.
Put it back
So
up
they
there.
said
I mean,
he was
still.
doing a
He
vibe
was just
check.
being.
He do
was
look curious, but
Nah, he
then
do look curious.
But you're at 14.
But this is the
you
thing
do-
about it,
Definitely know
dog.
what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm about to say. This
But
the
it don't
point
look
about
like
it.
he taunting
They've been talking about that shit in Jerry's school. We don't know how many days or how long before that even happened. You know what I mean? So he could be telling the truth about being curious about what's going on. I don't see him with his fist pumping or him, gyrating. It don't look like, man,
it don't
that's
even
a
sound like
picture.
he's saying nothing.
But yeah, it don't look like he's saying. It look like he like, man, what the fuck is going on? Why is all these motherfuckers coming to my school? They really are gonna let the blacks in our school. That would have looked like going through his mind. Like he thinking about some shit.
But honestly, I don't
finna let the blacks
believe.
in.
I don't feel as though it's so much the picture. I feel like
It's what's
more-
going on. It's the
more-
movement.
It's more so the fact that LeBron's point was
What was LeBron's point?
LeBron asked the media a question and asked them, why hasn't he been asked, or hasn't any other athletes really been asked about this Jerry Jones picture we're all aware of, but we was just beating Kyrie down.
I got the LeBron quote for you.
Yeah, and we was just beating Kyrie down for this. And so basically his point is the mistreatment of African Americans in the media. Y'all, when something happens to an African American, it's blastered everywhere. But then Jerry Jones, who is the owner of the Dallas Cowboys, which is what we consider America's team, this picture surfaced and it's just brushed under the rug and nobody said anything.
So Jerry Jones, they ain't asked Jerry Jones about this?
Nobody has publicly
Well, they did. They asked him after the Cowboys game.
What?
On
Here's
Thanksgiving.
what LeBron
They asked him if he was walking.
Yeah, they asked him about it after the Cowboys game on Thanksgiving. I'm gonna find the video, but I got LeBron's right here.
I was wondering why I haven't gotten a question from you guys about the.
Let me see what LeBron said. Play that shit, Stu.
I was wondering why I haven't gotten a question from you guys about the Jerry Jones photo. But when the Kyrie thing was going on, you guys were quick to ask us questions about that.
Okay.
Hold on. And I don't even want you guys to say nothing. When I watched Kyrie talk and he says, I know who I am, but I want to keep the same energy when we're talking about my people and the things that we've been through. And that Jerry Jones photo is one of those moments that our people, black people, have been through in America. And I feel like as a black man, as a black athlete, as someone with power and a platform, when we do something wrong or something that people don't agree with, it's on every single tabloid, every single news coverage. It's on the bottom ticker. It's asked about every single day. But it seems like to me that the whole Jerry Jones situation photo, and I know it was years and years ago and we all make mistakes, I get it. But it seemed like it's just been buried under like, oh, it happened. Okay, we just move on. And I was just kind of disappointed that I haven't received that question from you guys. Appreciate it.
He wrote for that though.
Huh?
I say he wrote for that because it's true. He like Kyrie's point is that he wants the same energy. How everybody was so oh, you're mistreating this group of people. You're saying this about this group of people. You're bringing up history and the past and books and things about other groups. But then when it comes to black people or something about us, that's not the same energy towards our counterparts. So that's what LeBron was really trying to say. I don't think there is much. Everybody realizes Jerry Jones is 14 years old. Man, that's 65 years ago. There's nothing we can do about that. Those were the times in which our country was in at that time. But in the media, there's not the same repercussions. There's not the same consequences when Kyrie's getting suspended for the
It's different things. So it's different as far as like we ain't talking about no punishment, you know what I mean, on either side. So we talking about strictly why isn't, from what I gathered from what LeBron just asked, is why isn't the same narrative being pushed, and why isn't it an absolute same of a bigger story of Jerry Jones being photographed at a moment in time that was so historic. But you asked me a bunch of questions about Kyrie Irving and what he said. Oh, because he didn't say shit, what he tweeted. Mm-hmm. Well, part of that is because y'all all play basketball. Y'all both play basketball. And it's Kyrie Irving. And he's right. When you make millions and millions of dollars and you are a global icon such as they both are, and you, just to your point, Jerry Jones on the same side with as much as known as all of them as well. But I think the Kyrie shit got pushed a lot on them because it was basketball and because all of them are so interconnected with that shit. Now, to his point, who pushes the narrative on shit? Media, right? Like certain media in certain places. If that was not the Cowboys, right? If it wasn't the Cowboys and it was, cause you saw it go down with Snyder in with the Redskins, or excuse me, for the Commanders. So you saw, so you saw that dealt with him like dang. They asked about him.
So you didn't shut up though.
I'm saying they asked about him at the big right, but I'm saying they still asked about him. They ain't hide him. And Washington they're not the Cowboys. They're not Jerry Jones, but still owners, still powerful white men, you know, in those situations. And I think that part, that way, that narrative where we can't have certain things being spewed or shown about these powerful white men, you feel me, that's runs the America's team. We can't have Robert Kraft getting hauled in court for being at a massage parlor
for too long.
We gotta hurry up and get that straight. That's the Patriots, so
fix that right now.
It's not like it ain't been happening. It just takes someone like LeBron to point it out. Because I'm sure this ain't, like, it's not a singular thought, right? Because it's not a singular act. It's something that's been acted upon and been done for years where we got to hold certain people to a certain esteem, and then others, we're going to take care of you. You know what I'm saying? We know that in our regular day.
Savings at NFM.
You know what I'm saying? So it's nothing new. It's just good to see. I don't know. I guess this is a time for people to just start stepping up into their truth, dog, and just understanding and seeing, you know what I'm saying, what's going on. You seeing them talking about, you seeing Kanye come out with, everything this and that about Jews and in the business of entertainment, and now you seeing little pockets of little things coming out and guys that are in these privileged, because don't get it twisted, man, nigga, you making that bread like that, you're privileged at some point. Black, white, or indifferent. You know what I'm saying? You're privileged to certain information. You're privileged to being around and walking with certain individuals in certain ways, and you know how the landscape of who is doing what, how things are moving. So
I got his comments up too.
Who that?
Jerry Jones.
What'd he say?
This is what he said about the photo.
The photo. What'd he say?
65 years ago, and I had no idea when I walked up there what we were doing, and it just is a reminder to me of how to improve and do things the right way.
Following the Cowboys' Thanksgiving Day win over the Giants, Cowboys owner Jerry Jones was peppered with questions.
He didn't know what was going on. Not you, Jerry Jones. You. Oh, shit.
Seem a little too in touch with the world to not know what's going on.
Man, not just that, bro. Like we just talked about, if somebody talking about bringing black people into your school, the whole school know.
This is true.
That's all I'm saying. Like, don't tell me that bullshit about I ain't know. I was just curious. Of course you may have been curious. I buy that. I'm not sitting there saying you this, that, whatever. But don't sit up there and say you ain't know what was going on. You fucking kidding me? The janitor that cleaned the school knew what was going on. The lunch ladies knew what was going on. Everybody in that school talking about black kids coming to the school. You kidding me? Your mama them at home talking about it, Jerry Jones. I ain't trying to hear that shit about you didn't know. There's nothing you could do to tell me to convince me that you did not know that there were black kids now coming to integrate your high school. Shit out of here. That's the only part about it I say Jerry Jones ain't telling the truth about that. Because I don't care who you are. When they got to send, I'm sure back then they got to let the parents know that the black kids coming to the school.
This is true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to know that this is a topic of every dinner table back then. Mm-hmm. And you talking about you ain't know what was going on. So what the fuck you was so curious about?
Got a point.
You had to know. I ain't trying to hear that. Just be 100. Ain't nobody see you up there with no flag and going crazy. We just saw you looking. You really looked like what you said, curious. But don't tell nobody talking about you ain't know what was going on. You ain't know what was going on?
Mm-hmm. Come on, Jerry.
With black kids getting ready to come into your school? Y'all ain't talking about it at all? You just going to wake up the next day and, oh, my God, there's a black kid. No, bitch. Hell no, I ain't trying to hear that. What we got here? Jerry Jones. I call cap for Jerry Jones, dog. For real. On the fact that he ain't know black kids were getting ready to integrate his high school at 14, I call cap.
It's going to be interesting to see it play out now.
What you got, Jay?
We got to talk about Jada Richard for LCA.
Oh, listen. Just put the highlights up there. Don't worry about nothing. LCA got a gangster out there, LCA. Man. She got a gangster point guard out there, LCA. She dropping 50. She dropping 50 pieces. I'm talking about like it ain't no other. Kim Mulkey done reached out to her. She's one of the top recruits in the country.
She was playing against
the Bossier City. She was playing against her. Gave her 50.
Sheesh.
50. As you can see, pure jumper. Just a dog hit you on the run too. She can pull up on the run too.
Boy,
now
Kim
that's
Mulkey
the gangster.
Both of them? That's
what she already got one.
Oh,
Kim Mulkey got one already. So, you know, listen, we just gonna highlight little Jada and keep her in our prayers that she don't leave the state of Louisiana. LCA got them a little monster over there that does it all for them. You know, big brother Quincy, which I know well. And listen, I sent y'all this earlier, boy. Everybody got excited when they seen her pulling and shooting. I showed my fiance earlier. She was like, "Oh my God."
Well, she a freshman, right?
She was a freshman. Now she gonna be a junior. She a junior right now.
Oh, she a junior.
She a junior right now. Listen,
Yeah, I mean,
she played. They played in a tournament and had the kid from Bossier City, the number 1 recruit, LSU, just locked up. And then the gangster point guard over there at Southern Lab played them back to back and gave them both 50 pieces. You know, it ain't. Listen, I don't know what y'all know, but I played with Stu. I know you played too. Jay, you played high school basketball, so you know how hard it is to go for fit. I've never done it. Maybe y'all have.
But he said her freshman year she went for 60.
She went for 60
As a
freshman. She went for 60. OP know her well.
Not that well.
You know her well.
I mean, I've been knowing about her like her freshman year.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, freshman year she had that.
Because she done ripped your school apart.
Nah, they ain't play OC.
Oh, they ain't playing them yet?
Nah, not 2 years ago.
Listen, 50 piece to Bossier City, and then came back a couple hours later and another 50 piece over there to Southern Lab. And listen, all that tells me about this kid, and I know her brother, so you know I know how competitive he is. And my goodness, I mean, she looks like she's even more competitive than Quincy. My bad, Q, but she look like she way more competitive than you, my brother. And I mean, for you to put up 50 and 50 in the same day. Yeah. Now let me tell you something. Kim Mulkey ain't letting her get out of the state now. Kim Mulkey ain't letting her get out of the state. So we're going to keep her in our prayers that she signed that scholarship to come on over here and be a Tiger and continue to change the wave of what's going on with this basketball thing over here with Kim Mulkey, man. Cause my God. Jay, you was impressed when you saw that.
I was impressed. Like,
it's hard to score.
Girls are like, you see.
It's hard for her to be impressed, huh?
Yeah, it is. And it's hard to score. It's hard to score 50 points.
She's a pure scorer.
Exactly.
Like, and you can see it. It's some people that you see and you're just like, they got it. Like,
they got it.
That's how I felt when I saw that. I was like, she got it.
We're gonna keep her in our prayers until we find out she signed to be one of them Tigers. That's for sure. Cause we can't listen. When I first got here, dog, you know, Marie Ferdinand was that gangster that came with me from Miami. I done seen her play. And then, you know, of course, Big Seal. But I saw the great Simone Augustus. I seen the great Simone Augustus in high school. Oh, my Lord. I mean, you talking about poetry in motion. You talking about just total domination and just skill level off the meters. You understand me, the great Simone Augustus? We gotta get her on the show. We gotta get Simone Augustus on the show. I gotta reach out to the great Simone Augustus, dog. Get her on the show. That's one of my idols when it comes to just pure dog at any level. You feel me? Man, woman, just a straight dog killer mamba mentality before we even knew what it was. Simone Augustus had it, man. And now I got to see her when she was being compared on ESPN and everything like that. And now let me tell you something. Seeing this young lady Jada out of LCA, she is a talent, bro. And I can't wait to see all this All-American stuff and all these little games against the bigger teams and better AAU teams and stuff. I'm looking forward to see what she do in the summer. But we gonna listen. We all collectively is gonna pray that she becomes a Tiger. Okay, make sure we do that now. What you got?
You knew Simone Augustus' statue dedication was announced today?
No.
The statue will be unveiled January 15th before the women's basketball game.
Oh man,
Auburn.
When is it?
January 15th before the women's basketball game against Auburn.
We're going to that.
Game.
Yeah,
we're going to that. The great Simone, she deserved it. She should have been had that, dog.
Now shout out Kim Mulkey though, because
Kim Mulkey,
she pushed it like from the day she got here.
Great
she
Kim
always
Mulkey.
said that a woman needed to have statue.
The great Simone Augustus.
She made it happen in a year.
The great Simone Augustus. She deserves it. Simone is a man. She's even better person. The great. We gotta get her on the show. Simone, holla at him. Come on, we need to get you on the show, girl. What else she got?
You saw that stuff with Patrick Peterson and Kyler Murray.
Yeah, they was beefing.
Mm-hmm.
For what?
It looked like it.
For what?
Because Pat P said all Kyler Murray care about is Kyler Murray. On his podcast, though. He said it on his podcast. And then Kyler Murray tweeted, it was like, you're supposed to be my big bro. You could have just called me and said this to my face. You know what
that's
I'm
true too, though.
Yeah,
I agree.
Kyler got
I
a
agree
point.
with Kyler.
That's true too, though. So, what made him talk? What made Patrick Peterson talk about him? Like, how that came? Who podcast it is?
Is Patrick Peterson and McFadden. He played corner for the for the Steelers.
Yeah.
Is it Darren McFadden?
Nah, not Darren. I forget the boy. I know you talking about.
Yeah,
I know you
but
talking
they
about.
have a podcast, and I guess they got on the topic of Arizona. And Pat got to talking about Kyler, and he was like, Kyler really only cares about Kyler. And
okay, so I mean,
they posted the clip on Twitter.
Who did?
Like
Pat P?
Yeah, they podcast posted the clip on Twitter, and then Kyler got note of it, and
Pat P just
tweeted.
actually responded, and he just said that he doesn't have any beef with Kyler Murray, and what he was trying to say is what he's not. Well, what he's saying is he wasn't trying to be disrespectful. He said what I meant by my comment was when you're a franchise quarterback, you have to carry yourself a certain way. He said, so if you're having bad body language, pouting, moping on the sideline, what type of energy do you think that feeds off to your teammates? He said another more series of comments, but yeah.
Nah, all that tells me is them boys ain't had no relationship.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
Peterson
saying? Like
said he
G
did
shit.
not have Murray's number before this week, but got it from a former teammate. He texted Murray, but has not received a reply as of.
See, all that tell me, because, dog, you know what I'm saying? You already know I was in locker rooms and shit like that and all that, you know what I'm saying? At whatever level. And that's all that tells me is them boys really don't fuck with each other. Like, I don't care what, and then the other thing about it is I'm a DB, you're a quarterback. You know what I'm saying? So, as a DB, already my mentality is I'm out here on this island by myself, locked down, woo, woo. I'm Pat P. I've been doing it for long. Pat P. a legend. Pat P. a dog. You know what I'm saying? So, he might not. Sometimes it's just like when you hear about like Shaq and Kobe back in the day when they used to beef and shit. It may be they were beefing because of work ethic. Because nigga, you ain't not doing what I'm doing. I'm da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? So it's also that little shit too with Pat P. We've seen the shit come out with Kyler Murray where they put shit in his contract, nigga. But you need to study. You feel me? So if I'm Pat P. and I'm like how I am, how I live my life, how I'm moving. You feel me? Like I'm a legend in this thing and could play whatever position. I keep myself in great woo woo woo. Da, 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 da. Like he may not respect Kyler Murray how he get down. You know what I'm saying? So that off top just showed me that they were just teammates. The fact that he's sitting around talking about, I just got his number. Let me know also y'all were just teammates. Like y'all were teammates. Y'all won. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So when Kyler Murray come up and say, "Oh, you supposed to be bro," cap, fucking cap. You understand? Like. No, Big Bro had your number. Big Bro wouldn't even have said that. Yeah. You feel me? Like you wouldn't even came out your mouth if you had a relationship with that boy. You feel me? So no, hell no. What you got, Jay? Jay, don't you gotta go?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can pop off, dog. Like we'll finish it out without we want you to go get your award now. We're proud of you. We want you to go get your award. Or we don't know if you're getting your award, but you got 3 awards last semester, so hey,
go get them.
Go do your thing. Go do your thing. We'll finish that thing up without you. Don't sit there feel like you gotta hold it together. I know we do need you. You know that, but we'll bumble ahead without you. Okay. Us lonely men. We don't got much longer. Go ahead, go do your thing. For real.
College football playoff expanded.
Hey, that was cool of you to sit there and try to take it for the team, too.
She did. She tried. She tried for a long time.
Well, I appreciate you for that, for real. I just looked at the clock and I'm like, hold on.
What time we gotta be there?
It's okay. I don't think anybody's on time.
Yeah, but you still, you know what I mean?
You want to be on
Even if you ain't gotta be on time for
I
this.
texted my director. She not nowhere near close to ready. I
Yeah.
got my clothes in the car, so I mean, I can stay for a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. Well, shit, we about to wrap up anyway, but you know what I
Well,
mean?
let's say this because I know Jamil gonna want to say something about this.
What?
LSU women's basketball is off to an 8-0 start. They just won the Goombay Splash tournament in the Bahamas, and Angel Reese has had 8 double-doubles, basically
That's
double-double in
every
game
single game
that
this
we
season.
played.
Listen, dog.
All you gotta say is Angel Reese. She's a
Listen.
bucket. She's a bucket.
Who was at the Goombay tournament?
They played.
Anybody ranked in the top 15?
Oh no.
I don't want to hear about that shit.
But they did have a good matchup.
Angel
Southeastern.
Reese
I
a
told
bucket.
y'all a couple weeks ago. I said Southeastern was gonna be the only school that was gonna be.
Southeastern is good.
Southeastern does have a
Southeastern
good
is
women's
good.
basketball program. And they only won 63-55, so Southeastern tested them for sure. And
Southeastern, lion up.
Yo, they better be ready for Tulane on Sunday.
They could literally sleep through them games like we do.
What
they
the
did not- they
fuck
did not
are you
sleep-
talking about, TJ?
They did
Those
not
games are
sleep
so
through Southeastern.
entertaining.
Southeastern.
What?
Those games are like it's actually entertaining. Like it's not like
Listen, man.
They
Y'all
barely
hear what
beat
y'all
Southeastern.
talking about?
Southeastern was in this the whole game. Like,
Dog,
I watched
not
the
good.
game.
Listen,
they
bro.
barely beat any in-state school.
Listen,
honestly.
bro.
Huh?
That's not good if they keep it close.
That's
to
what
any
I'm
in-state
talking
school.
about, oh.
Like, if
What
they
you
play
talking
good,
about?
How
like,
is it
it's
not?
just
But
different.
how
This
is it
why
not?
I love Ron.
If the
He's
team
a
good,
good
then we
team.
ain't good.
This is why I like.
But what is
Ron is
Southeastern
agreeing
ranked?
with
Ain't nobody
us.
No, he's
I'm
not.
I'm not.
Ron
I'm
is
saying-
not agreeing
I'm
with you,
saying that's
TJ.
not- even though they winning, that's
Ron
not a
is
good
not
look, 'cause,
agreeing
like,
with
That's
you.
what I'm saying. They barely beat Southeastern.
Oh, I thought you were
Oh,
saying
that's
like,
not what I'm saying.
That's what I
Who
said.
barely beat
They
Southeastern?
won 63-55.
Who?
LSU women's basketball.
Why is that good?
I
I'm
didn't say
saying
it was
that's not
good.
good.
Yeah,
that's
not
what I'm
good.
saying. That's not good.
But Southeastern
that top
is a
South
good
schools like
basketball
Southeastern
team.
is testing them.
Oh, I thought you were saying that
No, I'm
that's
just saying
good.
that
That it's an in-state parity.
Oh no. I'm just saying that they won, but that don't mean it was a
I
cute
shouldn't
win.
have said that. I was just talking about Angel Reese.
But Angel
Who?
Reese doing her
That
thing.
man was sleeping.
Listen, man.
No,
That man with the
we
sleep.
should have blew that.
That's what I'm saying. He was telling me about some goddamn wins against Southeastern, Louisiana, and the Deaf Dumb. Like, I don't want to hear about those. Against McNeese and Mississippi College, where my little girl going that's known for volleyball
They
and
is
all
playing
that.
LSUE, so like that's,
What?
They really playing LSUE.
Who? Women's basketball?
Yeah,
They doing what with them?
like they really like got them on.
Dog.
Man, what?
Huh?
They got LSU on this schedule?
Yes.
You sure?
Who the fuck is that?
Like LSU Eunice.
LSU.
Oh, Eunice.
No, they
Why
don't.
we playing
Yes, they
LSU?
do.
No, they
That's
don't.
that's
Hold
the
up,
preseason.
Hold up.
Man, you gotta get a preseason. That's a preseason game.
I don't like how y'all trying to joke off of them though.
I'm not gonna.
Listen, I am gonna joke
gotta
off of
play Will
LSU
Frenchie.
playing Southeastern
That ain't no
Louisiana
joke.
and
No,
thinking
but
that
Kim-
shit a good
no,
game.
But Kim Mulkey did
Kim
that
Mulkey
for
ain't playing.
Louisiana. But Kim Mulkey did that for the state of Louisiana. That's why people was talking
They ain't
about
play
it.
at LSU.
Where they played that game
They
at?
play in the Bahamas.
Yes.
No, they didn't.
didn't.
They
They played the
Bahamas.
game
They
here.
played the
Like, you don't
Bahamas.
even
Oh,
know
they
what you're talking
did?
about.
Oh, they ain't play.
That's-
They ain't
and
play
that's
each
what
other
she
at the
was-
tournament.
Like, this
Listen,
is why
man.
me and TJ brought it up in the first place. That's literally why we brought it up in the first
Either
place.
way.
Why? Because they
She
played
did it-
here?
She did it for the state of Louisiana. Like,
Man, I don't care nothing about that.
She said she wanted to bring more matchups to.
Nah, I don't
to
care
other
nothing about
schools.
that. I don't
But
care
that's-
nothing about
I'm with Ro.
that. That's the only thing I don't agree with Kim Mulkey. I love, I feel about the great Kim
Like
Mulkey.
they finna play
but they
Tulane
finna play two
and
more
UNO.
Louisiana schools.
I don't care about UNO. I don't care about Tulane either.
Our first real
Like-
game not gonna be until
Like, this is the thing.
But we're not gonna have no
They
real
said
game until
UNO was
January
in.
5th against
January
Texas
5th,
A&M.
Texas A&M.
Texas A&M. That's like the first game.
Texas A&M good?
Everybody in the
I
SEC
mean,
pretty
it
good.
is.
That's what I'm trying to figure out, man. Like,
The
y'all.
only team that can
like,
beat them is Tennessee, South Carolina.
Yeah.
I mean, anybody could beat them, but that's the two that's gonna be like
those are
serious.
standard. I agree with trying to, like, early on. You gotta understand, like, I talk shit and I say, like, I don't give a shit about Tulane, so I really don't. I mean that. Like, I don't.
I really don't.
I don't give a shit about them. I don't.
Hey, he did.
But I understand why Kim Mulkey does.
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
Keeping the money in state.
I understand, because it's the same reason why in football we say play Southern, play Grambling, these
haven't
teams
played
to
Tulane.
get them some money. Put it. So I understand it from that point. But when I voice my opinion, speaking as like a fan, you know what I'm saying.
I see what you're saying.
I don't give a shit about Tulane or Southeastern Louisiana. McNeese, none of that. But I do care about you wanting to help them and wanting to do that and wanting to bring parity and wanting to. Cause listen, don't get it twisted. Cause at the end of the day, all it is you dropping your nuts. We LSU basketball, and I'm Kim Mulkey, and I'm throwing y'all a bone. You understand me? I don't care what else. Kim Mulkey know what she doing, and I ain't never gonna go against the great Kim Mulkey. So, you know, Kim Mulkey, we coming to that thing, bro. Anytime you got the great Simone Augustus statue being unveiled, I'm coming to see the great Simone Augustus statue now. Let's go. Bring us home, Jay. What we got? What we finishing up with?
You got to talk about that playoff.
What?
The playoff expanded to 12 teams now. 2024 college football playoff.
Shit, it'll help LSU this year if they'd have won against A&M. This motherfucker.
But this is the mock bracket. This is one of the mock brackets.
So next year it's gonna be 12 teams.
2024.
The year after that, 2 years.
Shit. Why the fuck we even talking about this bullshit? Let's go. LSU would have been 7. Tennessee. There's a lot of SEC teams in 2. Yeah. Is this year?
Yeah, this would have been.
Tulane is 12
because they finna win their conference. That's why.
Who the fuck cares?
But that's the whole point of it, though. Like, if you win your conference, you win.
Conference winners. I ain't mad at the conference winners thing.
So you got Georgia, Ohio State, Oregon, and TCU that are conference winners, so they get a bye for week 1, and they don't have to play that. So the first game is like a home game. So Michigan, Tulane would be at Michigan, Alabama would be at USC, Clemson would come to LSU, and Ole Miss would play at Tennessee.
That would be fire. Clemson and LSU, that'd be lit. Like
that'd be fire.
Having a game in December.
I look forward to this type of shit though. Yeah. I like the cross. Tulane is over with. Quick, fast, and a goddamn hurry.
But like that's how it is. Like think about it. How now they got like TCU in it.
TCU is a Big 12 team though.
Yeah,
they
but like I'm saying like schools like
it's over with.
Like Cincinnati. They snuck in that 4th spot. Like this make it an even playing field for everybody.
You gotta look at who they've been playing. No, this the thing. This the thing. This the thing. You talk that shit. This the thing. It's still gonna come down to the ones we know. You feel me? Like, you know what that does? It just brings so much more excitement to them sorry ass teams that's on the other side.
Give them a chance to
give them so much hope, dog. And then you know what can happen though. Just like Appalachian State, they beat one year. That was at Michigan.
They beat Michigan. They beat A&M.
They beat
A&M. But it's like that. You know what it is now? Now we get that basketball shit. Like when you have that 12-6 Valparaiso.
That little play-in game. Now y'all want to do a little play-in because they feel bad. But it be giving them TV ratings and them games end up being good a little bit.
Bro. And the thing is, too, that's going to make that shit even better because you got the fucking transfer portal.
Yep.
You got the fucking transfer portal.
You might have a guy from LSU playing at Clemson.
But not just that, it makes parity so much more. Now you can have some of those teams like you got Vanderbilt beating Florida. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like you have these guys because now with the NIL transfer portal, shit, I could go out and get this quarterback. I'm going to get at these smaller, what we consider smaller or whatever. But just think about if you was in NIL now and you in that bid for the bread, but you know you raw. I'm still going to go to the league. Woo, 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 woo. I'm trying to see who's going to give me the biggest deal. I don't give a damn if it's Vanderbilt compared to LSU. LSU, y'all going to give me what, 20 a month? Vanderbilt, damn. Y'all going to give me 40?
Vanderbilt said 50.
I'm out here. You know what I'm saying? So, and then now I'm going to go get my dog. Now I'm going to get my cousin. Now I'm going to go get my cousin friend. Y'all going to give him 5? Like, that's how it's going now. Now you got these guys at these other colleges that, hey, we can play with y'all now. I got a quarterback. I got a rush in. I got a wide receiver that's a gangster. The O-line okay, but I'm a dual threat. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy. It's crazy. Like,
you know who suffer from all that shit though? The NIL and the transfer portal I was talking about this today is high school seniors. Mm-hmm. They getting killed, bro. I feel so bad for high school seniors because now, like a scholarship to a university now, it's really like it's so like it's really precious.
They trying to go get 25 guys. They trying to get 10 out the like for us.
Actually,
they want 10, 15, 10 out the transfer portal.
That's right.
And they good about 10, 15, 12.
And it's not even 25 no more. You get to sign as many as you want as long as you stay under 85 scholarship players. Shea Dixon gave us the
that's true.
Run. So they can sign as many transfers as they want, or as many high school kids as they want.
It's crazy, bro.
So it's pretty much like the league
in terms of
like they could tell a guy, oh well, you know, we really don't see that things worked out here, so we're gonna go with a different guy. And they could sign a guy, and that's it.
Come Sunday, Monday, man, it's gonna be like notification. Everybody gonna transfer portal booming.
Opens December 5th if you haven't graduated yet.
Monday morning, man, phone gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
What you got, Jay?
We gotta talk to Pelicans.
What's going on with the Pels?
The Zion Williamson had a career high 33 points last night in the win against the Raptors. The Pelicans sit third in the West with a 13-8 record, and Zion leads the team in scoring with 23 points per game. So it's looking, like the pieces could be coming together for them. And if Zion can stay healthy and produce like he's producing for them right now, the playoffs, the Pelicans could really go deep in the playoffs.
Yeah, I gotta be.
But we've been knowing that. Yeah. The names on paper are there. The Pelicans got the motion right now, so
you knew that shit last year when he didn't play.
We said that. We said that
exactly. But him being the superstar that he is, and the dominant force that he is, bruh. All they needed, girl, walk out.
I was trying to be respectful.
I appreciate it. Goodness gracious. And him being the dominant force that he is, you need, like we talked about, you need that superstar.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody fucking with Zion. Like, for real. Nobody, bro. Like, he's Barkley times a million. Know what I'm saying?
It's true.
Nah, real shit. Now, Barkley could do some things better than he can as far, I'm just talking about, like, physical stature, their size, because he's an undersized big man. We know that.
Absolutely.
Just like Barkley was. Just like Barkley was. I think Barkley was not that much fucking better, because Barkley wasn't like no fucking shooter like that. But I think he can shoot better than Zion when it comes to the,
but Zion touch crazy.
Yeah,
Zion touch crazy.
I ain't talking about shoot. Shot.
I mean, that's
his touch on his shot.
It's all in the two.
Yeah, like he can do.
You know better than me.
It's all
the mid-range shit. But Barkley could catch and shoot. That's what I'm talking about. Just catching, you know what I'm saying? That type of shit. If he could do that,
Zion all over the place though.
But that's
like,
the thing. That bitch.
And
that's what I'm talking about. He's better. That motherfucker better.
Zion is.
And it's because of his athletic ability. Yeah. Like, he's way more athletic than Barkley ever could fucking imagine. You know what I'm saying? Like, real shit. And Barkley was a fucking animal. So I'm not taking anything away from great Charles Barkley. Chuck. You already know I feel about him. That's a good player there, baby. But he ain't fucking with Zion when it comes to athletic ability and throw it up the rim and go get it and all that shit. Charles Barkley could not imagine doing the shit that Zion could do unless he on a goddamn trampoline. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Bouncing off of some shit. Zion's amazing when it comes to the ball. And he's so big. Yeah. Like, for him to be moved away, I just want him to stay healthy.
Yeah,
facts. But the damn Pelicans need to make sure he stay healthy too. Like, he's one of the guys where I don't care about you having a pitch count on him. You know what I'm saying? You got to do what's best for him and the program right now. Now, definitely keep him involved. How you feeling? Woo, woo, woo. You know what I'm saying? Because if he's healthy, and with the pieces around, because them dudes seem to be so unselfish. Like, they got a really nice little mixture.
Yeah, they lead the league.
They young.
Yeah. They lead the league.
They young. And he's not an asshole or a selfish person. You can tell that, So, man, shit, keep them boys there together.
All the young guys in the league really showing out and really taking over the game. Like, Devin Booker had 52 points last night. Jason Tatum had 49 points last night.
To be honest with you, I take my hat off. I think all that is because of LeBron, honestly. I think that as much as motherfuckers criticize LeBron for not having that mentality like the old school Jordan and those guys that kill it, like Kobe, even like Kobe, I think that his generation, and he knows how his generation needed to be led with the unselfishness and just the good all-around game. Because that's what he forced those guys to be, good all-around basketball players. And all the guys that you just pointed out that are taking the game to another level, they're all great descendants of LeBron, and they all look up to him. And they all their games similar to his shit anyway. None of them is dominant, but all similar to him, and that's the wave of him, Steph Curry, you know, those guys are those caring basketball players that you want to see. But I also want to see that little dog sometime too, like that goddamn Jimmy Butler and them boys. Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum
is a problem.
Jason Tatum is.
No, it's Ja Morant, man. That's a different animal. Like, he's so athletic in his ability to just like make something out of nothing every night.
Ja Morant is the exception to it all.
The way he be contorting his body, like, it's just
like
crazy.
Something wrong with that kid, bro. I don't know how.
Shout out that boy Mo Wells though. Mo Wells, his trainer, he be doing it.
Who?
Mo Wells. He an LSU alum. He did track and field.
Oh, I know Mo.
You know Mo.
Big Mo, I know. Shout out to Mo, baby. I forgot that. Who trained that boy? Shout out to Big Mo. Y'all go check out Big Mo, man. LSU alum. Got Ja Morant jumping out the gym, and Ja Morant daddy crazy too, though. That
yeah,
I like him too.
They lit. That's what I like about him.
Him too. I like him too.
They got their lifestyle.
That boy played with a certain swag about himself, but then he worked. You feel me? It's like Floyd Mayweather. Mayweather got that certain persona, that swag about himself. But honestly, and I don't know him personally, but I know people that have been around him. He's one of the hardest workers that I've ever heard somebody tell stories and shit about Floyd Mayweather. So shout out to them, and I already know how Mo Wells got that boy working. I know how Mo get it in. So big shout out to Mo, man. I ain't even put that together, TJ, with that. But big shout out to Mo, man. And y'all elect that boy out. Check that boy out. One of the great trainers. Great trainer for sure. He cat too.
You want to keep going or?
We about to wrap.
That's good.
We good. We about to wrap it up. We're gonna get predictions though. Damn, we let Jay leave without getting her prediction, but it's all right. So shit, you know what it is. We in the dome. LSU, Georgia. 3 p.m. in Atlanta. Shit, we all going. We got a banged up quarterback going into this game.
We got Josh Williams coming back.
That's good.
Coming back. We healthy, really, on all boys.
We've been healthy all year, which is good.
Shout out to the strength and conditioning
good.
staff.
I think that it's going to take a gargantuan effort. From our defense.
Keep them out the end zone.
To keep them I want to keep them behind. It's like the key. One of the things to me with Georgia, I've been watching them over the last couple days. You got to keep them off schedule. So first down is going to be very, very big for us in this football game if we have a chance to win it. It's a lot of things that got to go right. I don't think our offense have to change too much of what they're doing. I think they continue to play, continue to progress. Because like I said, man, it was defense that let me down in the last game. Turnovers let me down in the last game. You know, untimely errors let me down in the last game. And if some of those things go right, we win that football game. So I'm not even going to really dwell on that still too much. But now we're here at Georgia. And in order for us to win this football game against Georgia, first and foremost, we have to come out fast, and you got to stop the run for Georgia. You got to stop the run. They're going to try to run the fucking football down our throat. We're going to have to stop the run. And we're going to have to contain Stetson Bennett. And we should have a good idea with it based on who our quarterback is. So we're going to have to contain Stetson Bennett, Keep him in the pocket and keep it. Anytime you have an undersized quarterback, you want to keep him throwing out of that well. You want him throwing out of that well with those 6'5", 6'7" guys all around him. You don't want him out on the perimeter the way he can see things developing and throw guys open. You don't want that. You want Stetson Bennett in that fucking pocket. You know what I'm saying? And you want to stop the run. So you got to stop the run. You got to stop Stetson Bennett. Fuck, ain't nobody done it all year. It's going to be a very hard thing to do. Us offensively, we got to stay on task. Got to stay on task. We're going to try to throw the ball quickly, I'm sure, to get the ball out of his hands because he's not as mobile as usually, but he's still mobile. So get the ball out of and quick, see what happens there, right? We're going to have to have some. We're going to have some turnovers.
Somebody got to play.
I think that we don't get a full, healthy Jayden Daniels. I think that throughout the course of the game, early on, first quarter, you could also have some hits and things of that nature on that ankle that could slow you down a little bit more. I think it's a high task Saturday. I think that it's I don't think it's unwinnable.
Yeah.
Right? Because like I told you before, I put our starters up against anybody. I don't think it's unwinnable. But the fact that he's down, well, not down, but not 100%. The fact that you're going against the number one team in the country that does not right now show a weakness, that are going to be locked in, focused, and ready to go. I think it's a very hard-fought football game. If we survive the first quarter early, we'll be in the game the whole game. I see (35-24) Georgia. What you got?
So my score prediction.
What you got?
And just Georgia, they allow 11 points per game. They number one defensive team in the country. So I do think that LSU is going to be able to get some points on the board, but I don't see, like you said, it's going to be a hard task. And, you know, the student and fan side of me, I got LSU by 1,000. We're going to beat them dogs. But realistically, I got 35-17 UGA.
And let me say this too now. If there's any chance of an upset, right? Because I do believe we stack up. If there's any chance of an upset in this football game, our front seven has to play the best football they've played their entire year. The entire year. And I'm talking about strictly our front seven. Because if our front seven plays well, the back end's going to play well. Because that means they're not holding the ball.
Their coverage is going to be.
That's right. That's the only way. And then we have to run the ball well. Like, we have to run the ball really well.
To beat this team.
To beat them. To keep the motherfuckers running. We got to run the ball really well. And our front seven have to play, lights out.
And we can't turn over the ball at all.
Well, Jayden don't turn it over. Yeah. So I'm not. That's why I say, like, I'm
just
all right.
As a team, muff
correct.
punts. Correct.
No, yeah, you're right. Correct.
We don't need no fumbles. No issues. We got to play a clean ball game. And premium. If anything, we have to force a turnover.
100%. Well, we have to.
We have to force a turnover and take the momentum.
And you know, and I hate when people see this and say, like, ooh, is Georgia that good? Ooh. What? They are good. But when you look at scholarship and look at depth and look at all that, we're not that good yet. You know what I'm saying? So there's a very big difference between us and Georgia right now in the scope of who's on the field, scholarships, and all that. So that's why we will have to be at a premium. Now, let me tell you, if Big Mason Smith was available for this game, that's a whole different animal. That's a whole different other thing too. So what you say? 35 what?
35-17.
You got Ron.
All right, so like TJ said, we have not lost a back-to-back game all year. Like, every time we lose a game, we always shook back. But I got Georgia winning, but I don't think we're going to get knocked around or nothing. I feel like we're going to bring our best just because of what happened last week.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to go Georgia 34-20.
Georgia 34-20?
Yeah.
Gotcha. What you got, bro? What you got, Wes?
I'm gonna follow up with kind of what they said. Like, I think last week was kind of like we got a little ahead of ourselves. You know, we thought we could just roll the LSU helmet out there and win, and that's not the case with this team. In the past, that might have been the case, but this team specifically, that's not the case. So they got a little bad taste in their mouths. They come out fighting. They want to win, but I think Georgia is just too much depth at the running back position. They're gonna just hit us with runs. Our front seven holds up for majority of the game, but towards the end, it's just gonna be too much because we don't have that depth, like you said. So I think I'm gonna go 38.
You think they scored 38? That's
38.
They averaged 38 points.
38-24. Georgia.
But I feel like we're gonna be able to get some stops.
Yeah,
that's why,
we'll
that's
get
why
stops.
I don't feel like I feel like Perk comeback, BJ, like, you know, everybody the intensity is gonna be there. It's gonna, you know, you gonna feel it in the stadium. Like when we went 2019 year, you felt it in the stadium.
Man, you felt that whole year though.
But no, I'm saying on both sides.
I was there.
On Georgia's side and on our side. Like,
Georgia was playing to get in the playoffs.
you know,
Right.
Georgia was playing for something. I still believe that our team and Brian Kelly has our team in the mindset of we're playing for something. We're playing for a potential.
You are playing for something.
We
shit,
playing
you don't
for a
get to
New
the
Year's
SEC
6
championship
bowl.
every
We
year.
playing for 10 game win
also
season,
the thing
you
about
know?
it though is like you
SEC
don't know what
championship.
happens. I know, and I'm just saying, I know it's a long shot or whatever, but you know, you go out there and blow them out.
Man,
and
Georgia is
click on all cylinders. or
Georgia
whatever.
is the dude not dropping the ball in the end zone away from losing to Mizzou, and we possibly couldn't even be having this conversation right now.
Bro, it's gonna be very
It's college
interesting,
football.
especially once it starts early, to see what we look like and if we're in the football game early.
You get a feel for the game early.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Especially with teams like Georgia, you're going to get a feel for the game early.
You're gonna know immediately, man, and that's gonna let you know what type of evening it's gonna be. You know, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm here for that shit.
Yeah, it's gonna be lit.
Yeah,
We
I'm
taking
here
the
for
city over this weekend, baby.
I'm here for that shit. Listen, bro, y'all be safe. I know y'all traveling. Y'all be safe. Look out for one another, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Be careful out in that bullshit that go on in the A. Y'all be careful. Y'all already know. What you laugh for, dog?
I'm thinking about that story you told us that time you went to Atlanta.
That's what I'm telling you. Shit go down, dog.
Nah, dog, you crazy.
Shit go down. You gotta be careful out in the A, dog. For real.
It's different out there.
That shit different out there, boy. You talking about with the pump? That's what you talking about. You gotta be careful out there. Be careful, man. You know, y'all take care of each other. Be safe. You already know. Get the way you going early. Traffic gonna be crazy.
We leaving 6 o'clock in the morning.
To go to the stadium?
No, to go to the Atlanta. Everybody like.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody in Louisiana on campus. Everybody like they leaving 5, 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. Like it's gonna be traffic
Tomorrow morning. Friday.
to get there. Yeah, it's a
So
7.5, 8 hour
they gonna be
drive.
out there all. Boy, they gonna be out there all Friday.
We making our brunch reservation. We going to get bottomless mimosas before the game.
That boy said bottomless mimosas. Where you going to get mimosas, dog?
It's a spot called The Hive. It's a restaurant.
The Hive?
The Hive. It's like a restaurant club type of thing in Buckhead. So
Man, y'all holler at
We
TJ.
in the city,
TJ,
boy. We
TJ
turning up.
knows everything going on. He got West and OP going down with him. They getting loose. Y'all be safe, bro. You already know. We're going to be back next week to check it out and hear the story. We're going to have some stories next week. We're going to have story time. We're going to have story time next week from these three because I can't even see them not coming back with no stories. Next,
it's going to be a story once we get in the car.
See? But look, we got the Tigers going down for, they going down for a business trip. Ahead of the curve right here. We ain't expecting to be here, but we're gonna take them hats off to them. We go down there, and I'm hoping for an upset against the Georgia Bulldogs. And you know, even though really for Georgia they win, lose, or draw, they in the playoffs. But ain't nothing like winning that SEC though. Ain't nothing like winning the SEC. And for Brian Kelly and the staff to be in this position after just 1 year and having an opportunity to go down to Atlanta and compete with what's essentially going to be a home game for Georgia.
1 year to the day.
In the Dome is awesome. And they dropped the damn ball last week, the debacle last week, but we ain't going to keep going back to that. That's me and my last time. It just hurt my heart a little bit.
Yeah. That was my birthday, dog.
Really?
It was my birthday.
Ooh, they fucked you on your birthday. Goodness gracious. I'm so sorry, Wes. I'm so sorry.
It hurt. I ain't gonna lie.
I know it did. Because this week, boy, this game right here could be so much more. You could be playing Brian Kelly for that little bonus you got, baby, to go in the playoffs, but not now. We'll be back next week on Where My Dawgz At after LSU upset victory in Atlanta, baby. For the whole crew, TJ, OP, West, Jay running up out of here. We're going to see y'all back again at this thing next week. Where my dogs at?